Happy Friday, Delmarva. Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon with us on Coast Life. We're your hosts. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo. So happy it's Friday. It's been a long week.
It has been. It's been a good week.
A good week, but a long week.
Sometimes
that happens.
sure.
And I know we could see some snow tomorrow morning, so
yeah, that's
do
exciting.
all the preparations that you need to do to get ready for that.
I prefer it. I prefer to wake up to the snow.
Me too.
You know? And then by the end of the day, it'll kind of melt away. I can still drive.
And just like a little weekend snow. That way you don't have to worry about driving to work or not or whatever.
I'm excited. Snuggle in, have a great little Saturday morning coffee, hot chocolate.
Yes,
I'm so excited.
That's right.
Yeah.
But kind of diving into the show today, we read this and we have some questions as to whether or not we even really agree with this statement per se. But they say that apparently our brains are programmed to better receive information from people that we like. Now, I don't know if this is like from celebrities or like politicians, if it's that kind of information, because like I love my parents, but time after time I have not well received the information they have shared with me, and I'm like, I have to find out for myself. Thank you.
I get that, and I think too, I was telling you, like I will receive information, let's say from my fiance, but I think I'm more programmed like, he likes me, so he's going to tell me what I want to hear, or he has a higher opinion of me. That sometimes if he's giving me like work advice or financial advice, something, I'm like, well, you think I can do no wrong. Let me go somewhere else. And I'll go to like my parents who I know will be really, really honest. And he gets frustrated, and I rightfully so, because he's like, hey lady, I told you the same thing. And I think he takes it like you said, like I like them more. But that's not what it is.
Right. No, I get that. And I think it's, sometimes I think you do get that kind of the love blinders go on, and you're like, well, you like me too much, so I just can't trust that you're not lying to me, because, and that's an us problem where we're like, no, that's our own internal doubt of like, well, you couldn't possibly be honest with me, even though we know that we're honest with them. Right. Yeah. So like my sister is that person that I know that like, hey, if I need honest, real grounding moment, she'll give it to me.
Younger sisters will humble you.
Yes.
That's for sure.
She'll give it to me. So that's usually who I'll go to for advice and stuff like that. But I could see that maybe like if two celebrities said the same thing, you may side with the one that you like better than the one that you don't, or like.
It happens with politics all the time.
All the time.
You know, you hear the two people could be saying the same exact thing, and people are going to be like, well, this one said it better.
Right.
Well, they basically said the same thing. Let's relax. Yeah. I'm glad you brought up the sister thing, actually, because you know what's funny? When I was doing some wedding dress shopping recently, and I found a dress I knew I loved. I knew my mom loved it and everything. And when I saw my little sister crying, that's when it sold it for me. Because I was like, she's not going to lie. Aww. She's going to tell me. Not that I don't appreciate everyone else's opinions. I do. But I think sometimes it's that person where you're like, they're honest. Yeah. That's what you need.
And sometimes they don't even need to say any words. Sometimes you could be like, hey, do you like this? And they'll go, and you go, okay, it's a no.
Yeah. Bridget would have been like, you look great. And I'm like, thank you. No, in a nice way. I would have needed it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what sisters are for.
Sisters are the best. We were talking something too that had us having a lot of good laughs this morning. We were talking embarrassing moments.
Yep.
Because
they happen to the best of us.
They happen to all of us, right? And I was telling you that I had this epiphany, if you will, a few years ago, where I was like, you know what? I'm not going to be embarrassed anymore. I've decided nothing will embarrass me. But we're talking about our embarrassing moments. What are some of yours? Share them with the team, Leah.
Oh,
we're all open.
There are so many to choose from, aren't there? There's a time I cried in the food court at the mall, and I wasn't a child. I was like 20, you know? It'd be one thing if I was 9. I was 19. Not acceptable.
You were really hungry, though.
I was so hungry.
And you went through a lot that day.
Yeah, I was hungry. I was tired. My emotions were all over the place. The only thing I could think about was food. I kept getting denied food every time I asked from my siblings. They were like, we're not ready. We're not ready. We're not ready. I was like, why? And then when I finally got a hold of my food, I put my shopping bags down, and they hit the like cafeteria tray, and the tray flipped that had all my food on it, and the food hit the floor, and I stood there and I cried. The best one was when I was going to visit my friend in Indiana on a bus. And this was like my first big grown-up trip. I was 21. I was like, I bought her a nice bottle of wine. I bought her man like a Delaware drinking glass because like he doesn't drink. And I was bringing the ring that he was going to propose to her with. So I was like, I've got this important mission. Like I was ready to see the world. And the bus pulls into Pittsburgh at like midnight. I get off the bus, I've got my bag of clothes, and I've got my bag of gifts. And I go and I throw the bag of gifts down a little too forcefully. And what do I hear? The shatter of glass from the wine bottle. And so all this white wine starts pooling out of the bag. I'm like, I saw somebody who was like the custodian staff roll by with a cart of paper towels and cleaning supplies, and they just kind of went like,
not my job.
rolled right by. I was like, what?
Dang.
So I'm like running back and forth. I'm trying to get paper towels. I'm trying to dry my bag out in
were
the
you, like,
hand
sweating?
dryer. I was so nervous. I
Ugh.
was like, oh my God, I smelled. I was like, my bag smells. And yeah, there wasn't really much I could do about it.
At that point, no.
So I just walked away.
You know, it's Friday. We need a little pick-me-up, and we need to laugh at ourselves.
We're humbling and humanizing ourselves.
Yes, exactly.
We saw this too on TikTok, and this is I don't necessarily want to call it a beauty trend, but I guess that's the category that it falls into. And I've seen more and more people kind of adopting this of washing their hair less,
Yeah.
but like to an extreme way.
Yeah,
so
no.
like this woman claims she hasn't washed her hair in 7 months.
That's traumatizing. For
7
me.
months.
Nope. You stink. Literally.
So instead, she's been using like pickled herbs. So she's
Stop.
got like thyme, ginger, rosemary, and apple cider vinegar. And I
No.
know I've seen that like rosemary and apple cider vinegar can make your hair really shiny.
Sure.
So like
If you wash it.
I've seen people like spritz it on their washing days.
Yeah.
So like they'll spritz it first, let it sit,
Yeah.
and then wash their hair. And then your hair's really shiny. So I'm like,
Cute.
I would try that.
No, this is getting, and I even told you guys, I'm trying to be a little more crunchy, a little more like that in 2024. We need a happy balance.
Yes.
Okay. I know we need chemicals. You just do.
Some of them.
You just some of them, not all of them. We just do. If that's like telling me, oh, I don't clean my kitchen. I don't want the chemicals. Clean it.
Just clean it.
Clean it. It's fine. You don't have to use bleach.
Yeah. You
But
don't have to
clean
wash
it.
your hair every day,
No.
but
You
you
know-
got to wash it sometimes.
Jonava from Rehoboth Beauty Boutique was telling me that most women only wash their hair once a week now. And she told the lady, she was like, listen, you're only washing your hair 4 times a month. And it kind of put it in perspective.
When you break it down that way.
Yeah, she was like, you need to wash your hair. So she was like, try twice a week.
Yeah. I
You
try to do
know?
like 2-3 times a week.
Yeah, me too. But she was like, maybe not once a week, because when you think about it, yeah, only 4 times. And what's the math? 4 times 12. How many times a year is that?
We're notoriously bad at math on air.
12, 20,
48?
48.
We've received word that the answer is 48.
48 times a year. Yikes.
Well, it's not going to turn you off or make you grossed out at all. Is Coast Life. We've got a great show coming your way today. Coming up today on Coast Life. Last week we had a chance to sit down to one of our own Draper Media employees and talk about the job fair coming up.
And we're looking ahead to 302 Day. We're talking to Dogfish Head and other organizers about all the fun happening this year.
And if you need a game for your family game night this weekend, we are sitting down with Kids Catch and Tide Pool Toys to introduce you to some new weekend fun. All that and more is coming your way today on Coast Life.
Coast Life is sponsored by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Are you looking for a new career, a new job, maybe picking up some part-time hours somewhere? Maybe you got somebody at home looking for their first job. Either way, we got you covered with the Draper Media Job Fair. To tell us a little bit more, Steph McVeigh is joining us on the Coast Life couch today.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
We love having you. We love seeing you all around our office too.
Yes.
But it's fun having you on the couch.
Thanks, me too.
Yeah.
So tell us about the Draper Media Job Fair. I mean, this is how many years has this been going on now?
This is number 6, I think.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
So it's been great. Every year it gets bigger and bigger, and we have a lot of the same people back, but we always have new businesses too, which is great. So it's such a great experience for people that even if you're in a job that you're not really thrilled with, just go check it out.
That's right. It can't hurt just to stop by and just meet people and network a little
Yeah,
bit.
and I mean, how many
Absolutely.
wonderful companies have we introduced you to
Yes.
here on the Coast Life couch? What a better opportunity to go out and meet them in person.
That's right.
So first of all, when is the job fair? When can people start showing up?
It's February 24th. It's always the last Saturday in February at Deltec. And it's 10 to 2.
Okay.
And we usually have a line out the door when we open the door. Yeah, it's really fantastic. So bring lots of resumes.
I was going to say, what should people be prepared to bring? Because if they're showing up, you know, whether it's a brand new job, a first-time job, you might not know what you need to bring to a job fair.
Definitely.
Yes, and we are going to have the Delaware Department of Labor on site with us.
Oh, great.
That
Nice.
is going to help with tips for putting together a resume.
Awesome.
They'll help set that up. And then we also have a representative from helping with people with disabilities.
Perfect.
Because a lot of the businesses there also help with that.
That's really
Wonderful.
cool. And I like too that just a wide range of whoever. It's not people maybe looking for their second job or career change. It's maybe a teenager, like Leah said, looking for their first job, or maybe they just want to get interested in something. Or it could be someone who's later in life and they're like, I need to pick up extra hours, something along those lines.
Absolutely. And we kind of plan at this time of the year because it's in time for all the seasonal help.
Yeah.
So, we've got a lot of seasonal work available, and then also just part-time in general, and then full-time.
Could you give us just an idea real quick of what types of companies we'll be seeing there?
Well, Premier Staffing is our title sponsor, and so of course they can help with everything across the board. But we have a lot of healthcare, a lot of different nurses are so needed right now.
Absolutely.
So we've got a lot of healthcare, a lot of manufacturing, a lot of retail, and so all over the place.
Yes.
You basically got all your grounds covered.
Definitely. Is it free to stop by?
Absolutely.
Oh, why aren't you guys going? What?
Right?
Perfect.
It's free.
It's free, easy peasy. Go in and get a new job.
But what's so great is you get that face-to-face time and really talk to someone instead of hitting send.
It's true. I mean, you do a little internet search, maybe you submit your resume, but coming to an event like this is going to make you stand out compared to the people who did only that. You know what I mean? Your employer is going to have a face to put to that name.
Yeah, plus it's like shopping.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
when you put it that way.
Right?
Free shopping. Actually, you got paid for it.
That's right.
Great. Well, Steph, thanks for letting us know about it. One more time, the time and day.
It's February 24th, Saturday, 10 to 2.
Perfect.
Deltec, Georgetown campus.
Georgetown, Deltec. Be there.
It'll be online too for you.
That's right. We've got a little bit more Coast Life coming your way, though. Some more fun, some great people to introduce you to, so stay right there.
Coast Life fam, we have a very special guest. I should say two very special guests to introduce you to today. We have Kelly with Brandywine Valley SPCA and Rika here. Welcome, both of you. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Of course. So we always love our Pet of the Week segment, trying to find these guys forever homes, of course. So introduce us to Rika. Tell us a little bit about her.
So Rika is an approximately 4-year-old Akita. She came to us as a stray, so we don't have a lot of background on her, but since she's been with us at the Animal Rescue Center, she's become a staff favorite. She's described as an Akita in a golden retriever body. She's just very easygoing, loves people. She rode here in the car very well, which is always a good test. We haven't had her in a home, so we're not 100% sure how she would be with cats, although we do have some cats on the property, and she was interested, but didn't really seem to want to go after them, so that's a good sign.
It is.
But overall, she's just a lovely dog. She's adorable, beautiful, and just easygoing, and just wants to be someone's cuddle buddy, I think.
Yes. I know you said she's like a shelter favorite. She quickly became a Coast TV and Coast Life favorite. As soon as she came in, I mean, just pets from everybody. So kind. I like what you said too about the golden retriever and the Akita's body. Akitas can be pretty protective, but she's just a sweetheart.
Yep. And since she was a stray, we're not 100% sure that's what her breed is. She may be a mix, but she does fit the profile, so that's what we're going with.
Okay. Yeah, she definitely looks like one, but you never know, and that's fine. She's very special. And speaking of specials, you have a Valentine's special still going on. It has a few more days. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so $14 adult dogs. Yes.
Perfect.
And
So-
that's all of our campuses.
So she's 4. Would she count?
Yes.
Amazing. And I also saw cats too, if you're interested.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes, all
Okay.
the adults.
Perfect. $14. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Tell us too, I want to talk about the rescue center that you mentioned to me earlier when we were chatting. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we actually have 2 campuses in Georgetown. One is our SPCA over on Route 113, but we also have the Animal Rescue Center, which is where Rika is located off of Shingle Point Road, and they are also now open for adoption. So we have lots of selection of animals at both of our campuses, but the Animal Rescue Center is a big, beautiful site, lots of space for the dogs to run, so come check it out.
It sounds good. I bet a lot of people will, especially with the special coming up. It ends the 20th, you guys. Don't forget that. So really jump on it. Meet adorable dogs like Rika here. If they are interested, should they call ahead, show up, go online? What do you recommend?
So you can start online. All of our available animals for all of our campuses are located on our website, bvspca.org. But you're welcome to just stop by during business hours. We're open 7 days a week for adoptions.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Kelly, today. And Rika, of course, she really is so sweet and so soft. Oh my gosh, and cuddly. All right, you guys, more Coast Life is heading your way. So jump online, bvspca.org.
Yes.
.org, okay? You can do that right now, and then we'll be back in just a moment.
Paige, when was the last time you took a trip through Milford? It's really grown over the last couple years.
It has. I was there pretty recently, actually. I don't go a lot, but I was there recently, and it has changed a lot.
I mean, when I used to work at Milford, it looks completely different and in the best way.
Yeah.
I mean, like the community has really grown, and maybe you're looking to make Milford your new home. If you are looking to do that, we know some friends in real estate, Rachel and Dustin Parker from the Parker Group. We had a chance to sit down and check out their Milford location, so let's take a look.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by the Parker Group.
Over the last few years, the small town of Milford has been growing into anything but. New restaurants, new attractions, and of course, new homes have all been popping up throughout the heart of Kent and Sussex County. And if you'd like to make Milford your new neck of the woods, there's no better real estate team to help you find your happy place than the Parker Group.
Milford's been great. When we came to town, we didn't really know what to expect. It's a thriving, growing community, and we've been headquartered out of Georgetown for quite some time, and before that, in Bridgeville, where I grew up. And so it was almost refreshing and surprising to come to a new place, not too far up the road, but be so welcome so warmly. Everyone kind of wrapped their arms around us here and really has embraced having this here in this historic building, and we're super excited to be part of the community here.
Yeah, it's fun because Facebook always does your memories, and so all of our memories recently are memories of the ribbon cutting, and I had forgotten how many community members did come out and fellow businesses to support. So it really is a very tight-knit downtown community, which is fun, and that's continued for the whole year.
For the last year, the Parker Group has been serving the Milford community out of a historic building where you may have tried on your first pair of shoes.
So it's called the Picus Building, which is the developer that fixed it up, Dan Bond, who actually lives right across the street here, named it that after Lou's Bouderie. And so the Picus family opened Lou's Bouderie here back in the 1940s, I believe, and ran it all the way through up until about 1990. And so it's funny because still we'll get people that will walk in and say, oh, I got my first pair of shoes here. And I remember trying them on in the room in the back. And so that's kind of a really deeply ingrained part of the community here.
Yeah, probably at least once a day someone pops in and says, oh, this is the old Lou's Bouderie, right? And yeah, so we always have fun talking to local people about that as well.
It's funny because it's like 30 years later, people still remember it that way.
Rachel and Dustin Parker love to be involved in community events and supporting local businesses, which made Milford the perfect place for them to expand.
Yeah, it was really the perfect place for us to expand because we love community events so much, and Milford seems to be a hub of events. They have so many festivals and things throughout the year here that are just so fun for us to participate in. I've recently become involved with Downtown Milford Incorporation as well, and so we're attracting new businesses to the area every day. There's new development of new housing in the area as well, and so this community is just really thriving. I think about like Middletown 20 or 30 years ago and how much has changed there, and I think the cool thing about Milford is we're retaining that historic element of the town, but we're still expanding and bringing really cool things to the area as well.
Ready to make Milford your happy place? Rachel, Dustin, and the team at Parker Group are happy to help you find it.
So one thing that's interesting about Milford is because it's growing so much, there's a need for services like ours. People are coming to the area, they're looking to buy houses, they're looking to sell, and maybe they're having kids and need to move up a little bit in-house too. And so we're really happy to bring that service to the area. There's some great real estate agents that are here and have been here for a very long time, but I think we bring some new energy and some youth and some technology to the market that's a little bit more relatable to some of our clients.
Not only is the team with the Parker Group experts in their field, but of course, they're friendly and welcoming and always ready to help you.
So we're really fortunate to have a great team here. And so we actually also house our property management department here as well. And so our office is open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and you're guaranteed to be greeted by a smiling face when you walk through the front door, just like any of our offices.
Yeah, and we're super excited. It was kind of a double-edged sword for us, but we just recently brought on Sarah Blum, who was the economic development director here for Milford. And so many people here in Milford know her and the tremendous work that she's done bringing businesses to the area, and we're happy to bring her on board in our team to serve in our property management company as well.
As always, you may have some questions of what the real estate market is doing, and Rachel and Dustin always have their finger on the pulse of the housing market.
I think this year we're really excited because all the economic indicators are showing that it's going to be a really strong real estate market. And so at this point, our philosophy is just making sure that our systems and processes are really tight so that we're ready to serve our clients at a really high level when that market does turn back on, when interest rates do come down a little bit and inventory starts to enter the market again.
If you haven't been to Milford in a while, Dustin says it's time to pay this river town a visit.
If you haven't been to Milford recently over the last couple of years, definitely take some time to walk through downtown because you will see a thriving community, one where businesses and restaurants are popping up seemingly every day. It's funny, we're members of the chamber here in Milford, and it seems like every week we get new ribbon cutting invitations and different things happening here. And so it's really cool to see. You know, there's a lot of youth, there's a lot of energy here in the community that are really developing this real estate and bringing some energy and some cool businesses to the area as well.
Paige, I think one of the coolest things I learned about that Milford office, as Rachel said, that it used to be Lou's Bootery. So a lot of people in Milford got their first pair of shoes there, or got to like walk around and test out their shoes like you used to do as a kid, you know?
That's so sweet. I like when you kind of keep that history still alive, even though it's still growing.
Yes, and Rachel and Dustin have a great appreciation for where they are and the community. They're always getting involved in the community, but
yes, we love them.
We're always getting involved in some weird nonsense thanks to TikTok Made Me Try It. We try a lot of snacks. We've been on a pretty good roll, so coming up next, we're gonna see whether or not we like this next one. We're gonna leave you with pizza and peanut butter. It's coming up.
Yep.
Located at 10545 Beach Highway, Greenwood, Delaware, this renovated gem offers 3 beds, 2 baths, and spans over 2,000 square feet. Enjoy a refreshed lifestyle with a newly updated exterior, remodeled interior, and a fantastic kitchen, all on a spacious 1.8-acre plot near amenities. With no HOA restrictions and situated outside city limits, it's ideal for pet owners. Schedule a tour today to seize this ready-to-move-in home before it's gone. Happy Place of the Week is sponsored by the Parker Group.
She's delicious, okay? Don't you be counting her out because she's part of the party, all right? Let's get the crown of authority on. I'm really feeling this green one lately. I don't know, but it's a vibe. I genuinely don't know how you got here other than you were trying to make breakfast pizza, and I have nothing but respect for that. Who doesn't love a piece of cold pizza in the morning, the night after you have it for dinner? Like, come on. This is a sweet, savory combo, and you guys know that those are my favorite. So I have very high hopes for this one. Here she is in all her glory. You ready? Cheers. So good. Marinara sauce with the peanut butter. Linda, it's doing things for me. This is an easy 10 out of 10. Hear me out. What if instead of ranch, we just melt down some peanut butter in a little bowl and you dip your pizza in that instead of ranch? Can you imagine? I might do it. And you should try it because this is absolutely fire. I think you're gonna love this. Go get you some. I love you, Linda. Love you, bye.
All right, well, she had cold pizza.
Yes, which may or may make the difference here. I don't know.
We couldn't wait that long, so we have fresh, hot pizza, but we're still gonna test it out for you. But first, as always, thoughts. What do you think it's gonna be like?
I don't know. I feel like we've been on such a good run with our TikToks
Yeah.
Make Me Try It lately that everything about it says no, but
know.
I've been wrong before on this.
It goes against all of our instincts. So we have cheese pizza. Take a piece if I can open the box, Leah.
Ooh, look
Looks
at that.
good.
It does look good.
It's
Here,
still
give me
nice
your
and
plate.
warm. Oh, thanks. She's such a gentleman.
I am.
Thank you. Ooh, this looks. See, I want to eat it without the peanut butter.
I know,
It looks so good without.
but we gotta try it.
Let's do it.
That's what TikTok's making us do.
I know. I like how we say TikTok made us.
How dare they?
This segment was our idea. All right.
All right,
you
so what
should
did she
have
do?
a
She
knife.
just, yep,
Yeah,
we got
just
the knife.
slather the peanut butter on. And then people in her comments were saying, wait, it's actually really good if you do peanut butter and honey. So I think I'm going to do one bite with just peanut butter, another bite with the peanut butter honey.
All right, so then yeah, I might put enough for 2 bites.
Oh,
See,
gosh.
the peanut butter doesn't go on as well on a hot pizza.
Yeah, that's true.
But maybe that's why they say cold.
But melted peanut butter is delish, so maybe
True.
that would be good.
And they just end up a hot mess.
That's
All
true.
right,
Okay, first bite.
here we
Cheers.
go. Cheers.
Okay. It's not terrible.
It's not bad, but it's not doing it for me. I think I like the honey on the pepperoni pizza way better.
The more I chew, the more I like it.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna try one with the honey.
I mean, I'm not going to do this in my free time.
No. Whereas like honey could be a new condiment on my pepperoni pizza. Like I don't
But I
want to
can-
leave the peanut butter
I think
behind.
I'm spitting, sorry. I can see why people like this, though. Like, it's not completely absurd to me anymore. As to where I thought I was going to be gagging.
I mean,
You really don't like it.
I don't love it. No, I don't like it.
That's okay. I'm going to do honey, too. Let's see if this makes a difference for you.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. I'm just a little shocked. It's like, wow, that wasn't
Yeah,
worst
like I
thing
said,
ever.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's just I'm not enjoying myself.
Okay, ready? So
Right.
honey pepperoni. Oh, not pepperoni. Peanut butter. Oh God. Yeah.
Okay, now the honey's making a bit of a difference. I like that better.
I like
that better.
I like it worse.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So this one is definitely gonna depend on your taste buds here, your palate.
I'm like in such deep thought right now with how much I'm not disgusted by it.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
like,
I'm not entirely disgusted. I thought it was gonna be like revolting.
Me
when
too.
when you first said peanut butter on pizza, I was like, no,
same.
no.
Okay, well, try it out. Did you see? I'm like in like deep, like wow, my life has changed.
Sounds like a fun party trick.
It is. Yeah, try it out. I honestly would kind of recommend trying it on the hot, but or do what the TikTok did, try it on the cold.
Yeah. I wonder if that makes a difference too. So maybe we'll revisit this, but I don't know.
Yeah, she said in the TikTok on cold pizza was kind of a good for breakfast.
I could see that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
All right, well, what do you stamp it? 7 out of 10 for me.
All right. I think I'll go like a 5.
Perfect.
Didn't blow my mind,
No.
but I wasn't. I feel like sometimes we've tried these weird combinations and we've been like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then this wasn't one of them for me.
All right, happy Friday. Get your pizza.
It's a great day for pizza.
It is.
Stick around though. We do have a little bit more Coast Life to get to when we get back.
Well, anyone who has visited Delaware or lived in Delaware knows Delaware pride runs deep. And that is why every year on March 2nd, 302 Day is celebrated. And who celebrates better than Dogfish Head?
Nobody.
They do a great
Nobody
job.
that I can think of. And for years now, they've always lined up 302 Day with the first Saturday near 302, right? That first Saturday in March, which this year, 302 Day happens to be on that Saturday. So we will be celebrating the same day.
That calls for extra big celebration. And we talked to the organizers to find out how they're celebrating. The owners of 302 Horseshoe Crab encompass what Delaware pride is. They started the 302 celebration years ago and recently partnered with Dogfish Head to make the event even bigger. And where there's Dogfish Head, there's beer. In celebration of 302 Day, they created what's called the 302 Lager.
The recipe for 302 Lager was designed to be a super crushable and sessionable beer. It's brewed with both barley, like you'd expect in a beer, actually organic two-row barley, and a little bit of Savvy Bee grape juice, which was at ask of Carlin. But maybe talk, Keith, about how its appeal is supposed to be super broad.
Yeah, and that's the first thing when we tasted it with Brian, the brewer, was just we love that appeal to everyone. It's not overly hoppy. It's something that people that aren't everyday beer drinkers to hopheads enjoy drinking. So that was a big reason for bringing it back this year. It was kind of like our brand. It appeals to everyone. We've got young people to senior citizens and all demographics. So
Why'd
it's a beer
you point at me when you said senior citizens?
well, you know. Yeah.
I think Dogfish is known for their hoppy beers with some.
I think Dogfish is
very
known for their
eccentric
hoppy
formulas. I
beers
think
with
this is
some
simple,
very
it's clean.
eccentric formulas. I think
It's
this is simple.
Something appeals to
it's
everybody.
Clean.
Yes.
Friends that
it's-
drink everything from
Something
wine
appeals to
to
everybody.
very
Yes.
hoppy beers. Everyone seems to enjoy it.
302 Lager may just be for those 21 and over, but the 302 Day event is for everyone.
Family-friendly event, kids, pets, lots of things to do, yard games, Delaware Spirit costume contest, copycat face painting will be there to do tattoos and face painting, live music, Homestead Bluegrass in the morning, and then later on will be Cashman live karaoke band, which is super fun.
Along with a bunch of food trucks.
So we're doing a cool activity this year, family-friendly, kids or adults. It's called Chuck the Chicken. It involves throwing chickens because there's more chickens than people in Delaware.
Not real chickens.
No, rubber chickens. Into a keg. We'll have prizes for people that can get that chicken the closest and even into the keg. So just a little added activity for something fun to do.
And then we're having a live auction with a Delaware surf tag. So Delaware loves the license plates and the low number. So we're doing a low number surf tag this year, number 95, in honor of the year that Dogfish was founded.
Proceeds from those raffles and donations will benefit the Delaware State Parks.
Our customer base is a lot here in Delaware. They support us, so what we do, we can to give back. And there's so much that the state parks do that we don't see. They have more volunteers than actual employees. So it's pretty cool that we can, with the funds that we raise, it helps cover insurance for all of those state volunteers at all the state parks.
And you know, we're just so lucky to live in such a beautiful part of the world, and this time of year is like my favorite time of year. I usually ride my bike or paddleboard from Lewis to Rehoboth every morning, and in March is when you sight the first osprey, which to me is the quintessential moment in Sussex County that spring is finally here. So March is an amazing month for many reasons, but mostly because of 302 Day.
The other thing we're super proud of is that 302 Day won Southern Delaware Best Event for 2022. We have to thank the Delaware State Parks, who's the beneficiary of that event, for submitting that. It's a great time to get out and then make sure you're giving back at the same time.
Leah, I can't wait to try all those fun activities, try the new beer.
That's right.
Yes.
Chucking the chicken.
Yes, a lot of fun to be had for the whole family. And a lot of those festivities will be going on at the brewery behind us, but the land right next door too. It's going to have tents, a lot of fun. And don't forget too, rain or shine, like we just said, there will be tents, so there's just no stopping all of the fun. It's free.
Yep.
Grab the whole family. We'll see you there. We'll see you soon too, because there's more Coast Life coming your way.
This segment of Coast Life is sponsored by Kids Catch.
Well, it's Fun Friday. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah.
You know, because it's time to get ready for the weekend where we're going to have some snow, some fine weather, but not the best, but a really good day to stay inside, maybe with your kids, your significant other, play some fun games, and who knows games better than Lori with Kids Catch. She's back on the Coast Life couch.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Well, I brought a game today that would be fun for the whole family, especially like you said, if you're inside and looking for something to do. It's for all ages though. It's going to be fun for anyone who wants to play.
Okay.
And it teaches them a little something about memory and concentration.
Perfect. Ooh, okay, so it's called Tongues Out. Look how cute this is.
This game is so cute.
Yes.
So you start pulling the little puppies out. We were like, it's adorable.
It is so cute. And what happened is these little pugs, they ate all the lollipops. So what happened when they ate the remember when you used to eat a lollipop when you were a kid and like your tongue would turn that color?
Yes.
Yep.
Well,
Used to.
that's what these little pugs, well, it was like yesterday.
Yeah, right.
But their little tongues turn the color of the lollipops they ate. So the goal of this game is to remember what color tongue the little pug has and then make a match with the dice, which has the lollipops on there. So we're gonna roll the dice.
Okay.
And we're gonna try to remember, in this case, either a green lollipop or a pink lollipop.
So you just have to find one of those colors.
Right. Well, you want to find two.
Oh, okay.
So if you can find both, you get to keep both. But if you just find one, then you get to keep one.
And we're trying to fill up our cards.
Yes, whoever fills up 6 first will win the game.
So cute. Okay, do you want to start us
it's pretty
off?
easy. Sure. So I'll roll the dice, see what lollipop colors we get. Okay, red and green.
So you just pick 2 random pugs.
So we are just starting. So I'm gonna pick maybe this little guy and this little guy. So let's see, this one is orange and blue. Now I have to put them back where I found them.
Okay.
Okay, so we can remember. Now it's your turn.
I think we already saw a red one somewhere.
Oh no, wait, do you have to roll or does she have to find red and green?
Oh, you have to, I'm sorry, you have to roll.
Oh, we rolled different ones. Oh,
each
okay.
time we roll.
Gotcha. Okay, pink and green. This guy and let's try this guy.
They're so cute.
Ah, you got one.
Green.
Okay, very good.
And red.
Dang it.
Okay, that's all right. Okay. Red and orange. Didn't we just see red? I already forget where it is.
I know.
There's this one, and I don't think we grabbed this front one yet. Okay, so yellow.
Okay.
And red.
Yay!
You got it. I'm gonna take this one and try some new ones.
Okay.
Orange.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I got lucky.
And pink.
And pink. Oh wow. So what happens is if you get both of them, you get another turn.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go again.
Do it.
Red. Let's see, I'm gonna try this one and maybe this guy.
Okay. Yellow.
Wow.
Nice.
And another yellow. So I'm gonna put that one back.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
That was a good round.
That was good.
All right, yellow and pink.
You got it.
So was he also
Yes,
yellow?
girl. Oh,
We're cheering each other on.
helping Leah win.
And let's do this one.
Okay.
All right, so pink.
Oh my gosh.
And yellow.
So you get to go again. Okay.
All right,
Paige.
Paige.
I have to catch up to you guys.
Okay, so what happens is if you know there's not going to be a match, you can remember what's on the cards. And you don't get to keep them, but you can at least know that what happens is if you do get a double match, then you'll get another turn, and then you can roll for what you're trying to get.
Ones.
See if you can get the last two.
I'm terrible at this.
Green and pink. And I don't think either of those were them.
I don't remember.
I don't either. I know. We'll only play a few more. Oh, yellow and were you pink?
Nice. You got
pink.
one.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
Yellow and pink. Okay.
I'm just gonna squeeze both these guys because I don't remember what they were.
Thank you.
Blue and red. So do I get to
Oh,
keep
you got
one of
red?
them?
Yeah.
Yes. So whoever has the most on their card when you take the last one will win. So it's just a fun game.
It's really fun.
It's
This is
for
so
all
cute.
ages, and it's super cute with the little pugs
It's so
here.
sweet.
And for ages 4 and up, if you want to make a little variation, maybe for kids who are a little older playing it, you could give information to help each other, but you don't know if it's true or not.
Oh,
so that
lying
would,
component.
that would
That's
be
fun.
So just fun for the family.
Yes.
Shake it up.
And they can find this game at Kids Catch, but you also let us know you have a lot of games coming in right now.
Yes, so that's the big thing we have is all the new inventory coming in. I'm still trying to find new items to bring in. I'm going through catalogs, meeting with sales reps, and just really finding the best of the best so that we can share that with our customers. In addition to games, we have lots of crafts. We have science kits, kites are coming in, lots of educational toys too. Awesome. So, you can get that play value where it's fun, but it also teaches a little something to the kids.
Perfect.
So just write down on Kids Catches on 2nd Street in Lewis. And we're open daily there. It is open Sunday through Thursday from 10 to 5, and then Friday and Saturday 10 to 6.
Perfect. All right, go get your games, people.
And we also, I don't want to forget our other stores, Tide Pool Toys and Games are in Rehoboth, Bethany, and also in Fenwick.
Nice.
And those are open weekends right now.
There you
Okay,
go.
I'm glad you mentioned that.
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in here and letting us play Tongues Out with you.
Yes.
This was such a blast. We'll have you back very soon to play some more games.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
For right now, though, we're going to let you go, but just for a minute, because more Coast Life will be back after this.
Tonight,
I had everything anyone would want.
until tragedy struck and his wife disappeared. A decade later, he still has more to say.
Bottom line, don't believe me, talk to the cops.
Dateline tonight.
Thank you, People's Choice.
People, this one's for you.
The People's Choice Awards, live Sunday at 8, 7 Central. And get there early for the red carpet on NBC.
It's always a beautiful day for learning at Shells. With our summer program that keeps your child physically and mentally active when they're out of school. Through captivating activities and insightful guest speakers, they will expand their knowledge in a fun and interactive way, including educational, hands-on field trips that'll keep your child entertained. Make every summer day memorable with Shells Early Learning Center. Register now and secure your spot in Shell's summer program before the spots are gone. Shells, preparing our future generation.
When I decided to have my kitchen done, I knew I wanted it done professionally, and that's when I contacted Ellen. She took me to the Delmarva Design Center.
From the moment I bring a customer into Delmarva Design Center, the ideas start to flow. First thing we do is take a stroll around the showroom so we can look at all the different vignettes to get ideas of what they like and see what they react to.
For each of the different aspects that I wanted to change in my kitchen, there were experts here, and everyone was so helpful. They listened to what I had to say, and they had great ideas that helped me put together exactly what I wanted for my kitchen.
My goal is to have the customer enjoy their space as quickly as possible, and Delmarva Design Center helps me do that.
My kitchen is one of my favorite places now. It's something that I use every single day of my life. I'm elated with my experience at the Delmarva Design Center.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Delmarva's Classic Rock, Big 107.7.
The President's Day sale comes only once a year, but the deal we're about to offer you, once in a lifetime. Shop furniture and more gone coastal and It's My Style and save 10, 20, 30, up to 40% off. Our stylish sectional now only $9.99. Your choice of doorbusters, 2 and 4-piece outdoor sets, either only $11.99. Sealy Queen mattress starting at only $5.99. Plus interest-free financing and free local delivery. Ends President's Day at Furniture and More gone coastal and It's My Style.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
Well, we just had the biggest night for football, so now it's time for the rest of us to celebrate the biggest night in fashion, the Met Gala. They are preparing for May.
That's right.
So
The Met
excited.
Gala, they've had some wild themes that I'm not quite sure I understood over the last couple years.
I don't think anyone gets it.
So what are we looking at for this year?
The Garden of Times. Ooh. I love this, though.
Me too. I feel like there's a lot of room for interpretation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room for florals, obviously. Florals for spring.
Okay, Leah. I want to see, I want you to look like a garden fairy.
Yes.
Came to life. I want
Yes.
to see like crowns.
I mean, we've been reading a lot of the romantasy books that have taken place in the spring court. So if you are if you know, you know.
If you hear spring court and don't know, get hit.
So I wonder if maybe whoever's planning the Met Gala has been reading the same books.
Probably, yeah, I wonder. But yes, I'm so excited. I'm thinking like long sleeves, big trains maybe.
A lot of like tulle.
Beautiful.
I love like the illusion necklines and things like that with just flowers in between. Like I'm excited for this one. I think we should do our own Met Gala
We
looks.
should. Oh my gosh. I just want to have Zendaya standing there and they pin individual fresh roses to her whole body.
And she's gonna probably like light up in some way or another. Like she's gonna be glowing somehow that doesn't make any sense, but because she's Zendaya, it does. And you're
I'm
like,
so excited.
yes, a goddess walks amongst us.
Who else are you excited to see besides Zendaya? That was our first pick for both of us, like we're most excited to see.
So actually, as much as I'm not really a big fan of the Kardashians and the Jenners, they always kill it. They always bring their A game at the Met Gala, whether it's the wildest look you've ever seen or they just nail the theme. I am excited to see what they bring.
Me too. I think them and Blake Lively as well.
Oh yeah.
The queen of the Met.
Yeah, lots to look forward to.
Yeah, we'll come back in May. We'll talk about our opinions on that. No, you can't wait.
Unfortunately, though, it is time for us to say goodbye. Our hour is up. We always have so much fun hanging out with you every weekday. But go enjoy your weekend. We're going to get out of here. Coast TV News at 5 takes it from here.